For years, you have been given the formula. You were told to simply visualize, affirm, and feel gratitude. You were promised that your thoughts are cosmic magnets, that the universe hangs on your every wish. You've sat in silence, repeating the mantra, "I attract abundance, I attract love." Yet the results are inconsistent. The whispers of desire often dissipate into the static of doubt. That car remains out of reach. That relationship remains elusive. You followed the steps, you put in the work, but the reality you see reflected in your life is not the reality you declared. Why? What if the popular concept you know as the law of attraction is not a complete map? What if it is merely the shadow of a far older, infinitely more potent secret? What if the universe isn't governed by thoughts alone, but by a deeper, fundamental force that underlies all reality, a force the ancients called vibration? This video is not here to tell you your visualizations were wrong. It is here to reveal the missing piece of the puzzle, the forgotten hermetic key that unlocks true, consistent manifestation. We are going to move beyond the superficial practice of positive thinking and descend into the bedrock of reality itself. We will unveil the Hermetic Law of Vibration, the second law of the universe, which declares that nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This law is the true engine of creation. In the coming minutes, we will explore the historical context of this ancient wisdom, dissect the fundamental difference between wishing and being, and provide practical techniques to tune your entire being, your mind, body, and spirit to the exact frequency of your desired reality. This is not about sending thoughts out. It is about becoming the frequency you wish to attract. Prepare to shift your understanding of reality from a static screen to a vibrant, resonating symphony. To truly understand why your efforts at manifestation feel like whispers in the wind, we must travel beyond the simplified self-help movement of the last century and descend into the eternal wellspring of esoteric knowledge, the Hermetic tradition. The concept of attraction is not new. It is a distortion of the second of the 7 Hermetic Principles attributed to the mythical master Hermes Trismegistus, known to the Egyptians as Thoth. While the first law states, "The all is mind," the second is the absolute engine that turns that mind into reality. This principle is the law of vibration. Its core declaration is simple, yet utterly profound. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Imagine the universe not as a collection of solid things, but as a vast, infinitely complex sonic ocean. Every particle, every planet, every thought, every emotion is a distinct musical note being sounded at an incredibly high frequency. The only difference between dense matter, like a stone, and fine energy, like light or thought, is the rate at which it vibrates. The slower the vibration, the denser the manifestation. The faster the vibration, the finer the form. This ancient idea reverberates across all true spiritual paths. In the Vedic tradition, it is captured in the concept of Nada Brahma, meaning the world is sound. The mystics of ancient Greece, particularly the Pythagoreans, spoke of the music of the spheres, believing the entire cosmos was a perfectly tuned, vibrating instrument where the planets harmonized on specific frequencies. The fundamental flaw in modern law of attraction teachings is that they treat thought as the final cause. They tell you to change the song, but they forget the instrument. Thought is merely a high-frequency effect of a far deeper state. Your true attracting power is not your momentary visualization, but your underlying, deep-seated vibrational state, the sum total of your subconscious beliefs, your emotional conditioning, and your core feeling of worthiness.
If your inner instrument, your emotional body, is subtly vibrating with frequencies of lack, fear, and scarcity, a few minutes of positive thinking is nothing more than a dissonant sound wave trying to override a booming bass vibration. The universal sonic ocean, governed by the law of vibration, responds not to the song you want to play, but to the frequency you are currently being. The law of vibration demands mastery of state, not simple recitation of desire. This law is the key that unlocks the mind of the all, forcing the universe to bring into your orbit only those things, people, and circumstances that are vibrating at your exact, established rate.
The popular law of attraction fails because it targets only the most superficial aspect of your being, the mental layer. But the human being is not a simple thought generator. We are a complex, multi-layered instrument. To achieve true resonance with your desires, your entire being must vibrate at a single, clean frequency. We can dissect your complete vibrational output into 3 distinct yet interwoven layers. Understanding the difference between them is the first step in Hermetic mastery. Layer 1, the mental layer, the conscious thought. This is the layer of affirmation and visualization. It is the conscious voice that says, "I am rich," or "I am worthy." While it is the loudest layer, the one you are most aware of, it is ironically the weakest magnet in your system. Think of it as the song you are attempting to play. If your instrument is out of tune, the song, no matter how perfect the sheet music, will sound discordant and fail to resonate with the symphony of the universe. The universe hears the attempt but responds to the reality. Layer 2, the emotional layer, the current state. This is the true broadcast signal of your system. Emotion is not just a feeling, it is literally energy in motion, a vibrational frequency amplified by the entire body. If you spend 5 minutes visualizing perfect health, layer 1, but the moment you stop, you default to feeling anxious about a bill or stressed about a relationship, your true output frequency is anxiety and stress. The law of vibration is impartial. It responds not to the image in your mind, but to the frequency of your feeling. The moment the feeling contradicts the thought, the signal becomes chaotic, canceling itself out. Your emotional state is the current that determines the power of the magnet. If the current is weak, the magnetism is nil. Layer 3, the subconscious layer, the bedrock vibration. This is the layer most often ignored, yet it holds the key to manifestation. The subconscious mind is the master frequency of your entire instrument. It is a vast ocean of conditioning, installed beliefs, generational patterns, and past traumas that dictate your core self-worth. This is the unseen anchor that sets the tone for your reality, often running programs that contradict your conscious desires. To visualize this failure, consider your subconscious as a powerful, rust-covered magnet. This magnet has been conditioned for decades to attract rust and debris, old patterns of scarcity, rejection, and struggle. You, using your conscious mind, layer 1, paste a new shiny sticker onto the magnet that says, "Attract gold." The sticker is beautiful, but it changes absolutely nothing about the underlying magnetic field. The magnet continues to pull the rust it has always been tuned to attract. The Hermetic Law of Vibration demands precision. It requires absolute alignment where the conscious thought, the emotional state, and the subconscious bedrock are all singing the same clean, resonant note. Until you change the fundamental magnetic frequency of layer 3, the beautiful songs you sing on layer 1 will remain unheard. As we dive deeper into the Hermetic Law of Vibration, we encounter a profound nuance that confounds many students of attraction: the paradox of high frequency manifesting negative results. Consider anger, intense stress, or obsession. These are extremely fast, powerful, energetic states. They are not the slow vibrations of apathy or sadness, yet when you operate from a place of chronic anxiety, you consistently attract more chaos, more obstacles, and more of what you fear. Why does this high-speed broadcast fail to attract the positive outcome? The answer lies in the complementary Hermetic Law of Polarity.
This law states that everything is dual, everything has poles, and opposites are fundamentally identical in nature, only different in degree. Love and hate are poles of the same spectrum of feeling. Hot and cold are poles of temperature. When your vibration is fast and powerful but focused on stress or fear, you are tuned to the negative, destructive pole of that speed. This frequency is inherently incoherent. It shatters and attracts dissonance. The universe does not receive a clear signal. It receives a frantic, desperate pulse and responds by reflecting more desperation. True manifestation requires a vibration that is both high frequency, fast-moving, and coherent. Positive pole, this is the difference between anxiety, fast, negative pole, attracting chaos, and excitement, fast, positive pole, attracting creative possibility. The Hermetic Master learns to shift the pole of their high-speed energy towards creation, not destruction. The Master Analogy, the cosmic radio. To truly grasp the application of this law, visualize yourself not as a person but as a sophisticated radio receiver and transmitter. Your desire is the radio station you want to tune into, say 98.7 FM, abundance. Your conscious thought, layer 1, is the volume knob. You can turn the volume of your affirmation to maximum, shouting, "I am 98.7." Your emotional state, layer 2, is the signal amplifier. The energy you put behind the thought determines how loud the broadcast is. Your subconscious belief, layer 3, is the tuner dial. The popular law of attraction tells you to shout your desire louder. But if your tuner dial, your subconscious, is stuck at 102.3 FM, a lifetime of scarcity and self-doubt, the only broadcast you receive and transmit is static and the wrong show. You hear the volume of your wish, but the universe hears the frequency of your conditioning. The Hermetic way demands precision. It insists that you move the dial, the deep-seated subconscious bedrock of your belief, to the exact clean frequency of your desired outcome. This brings us to the final crucial distinction between wishing and knowing or gnosis. Wanting is a low-frequency vibration. When you say, "I want success," you are inherently stating and therefore attracting the lack of success. Wanting is dualistic. It confirms the space between you and your desire. Knowing is the high-frequency coherence of a master. It is the silent, unshakable state of being. The true creator doesn't want abundance, they are abundant. They don't wish for health, they inhabit the frequency of health. The law of vibration responds exclusively to the reality you are, not the reality you wish to acquire. The work of the master is to make the hidden dial of the subconscious match the desired station, making the volume of their thoughts irrelevant.
The Hermetic path is the path of actionable self-mastery. Since we have established that the universe responds to your frequency of being, not the fleeting volume of your wishes, the practical work is simple. We must stop shouting at the radio and learn how to tune the dial of the subconscious mind. Here are the 3 sacred practices to intentionally raise your vibrational frequency and achieve coherent resonance with your deepest desires. 1. The vibrational audit, confronting the dial. Before you can tune the radio, you must know what station it is currently stuck on. This is the modern application of the alchemical negretto, the confrontation of the shadow. The technique: for 3 consecutive days, conduct an impartial emotional inventory. Carry a small notepad and record your default emotional state every 2 hours. Do not judge, just record. Stress, scarcity, boredom, gratitude, worry, peace. Simultaneously, identify the core scarcity belief, layer 3, fueling these states. Example, I am not enough. Money is hard to get. This requires radical honesty. The benefit: this practice offers the priceless gift of gnosis, self-knowledge of your operating frequency. You will see clearly that your life reflects the dominant emotion you carry, not the affirmation you recite. Once the current frequency is known, the work of tuning can begin. 2. The tuning fork technique, achieving resonance. The body is a powerful resonant instrument. We can use it to override old subconscious frequencies, layer 3, with a powerful, clear, dominant signal, Layer 2. The technique. Do not spend time visualizing the object of your desire, the money, the title, the house. Instead, intensely and vividly conjure the state of being that your fulfilled desire would create, the feeling of absolute security, profound freedom, or overflowing peace. Use every sensory tool at your disposal, powerful music, conscious breathwork, or even a specific posture to physically hold the emotional frequency. Hold this feeling of achievement until it saturates every cell, moving beyond mere thought and becoming the dominant physical signal. The metaphor is by holding this pure, high-frequency feeling, your entire nervous system acts as a tuning fork. It forces the slow-moving, rusty magnet of the subconscious to resonate with the new, desired frequency. You are not attracting the frequency, you are becoming it. Hold the note, and the universe will harmonize. 3. The polarity shift, mastering resistance. As you begin to change your frequency, the ego, built on old scarcity patterns, will generate intense resistance, often manifesting as doubt, sudden sickness, or crippling fear. This is fast energy tuned to the negative pole. Overcoming the challenge. Do not fight the fear, recognize it immediately as misdirected power. When fear, fast negative pole arises, acknowledge the high-speed energy and consciously shift the pole. Use the raw kinetic energy of the fear to fuel its opposite, excitement for the approaching change or profound gratitude for the abundance that already exists in your life. By consciously shifting the pole, you stop the chaotic self-sabotage and redirect that powerful energy into coherent creation. The Hermetic Master knows that every impulse, even negative ones, is just energy seeking expression. The true work is learning to skillfully guide that vibration toward the pole of creation. We began by questioning why the formula of simple affirmation often fails to deliver the reality you desire. We end with the profound Hermetic answer. The universe does not respond to your thoughts, but to your vibration. The popular law of attraction is merely the shadow of the law of vibration, the second and most vital principle of creation. True manifestation is not a simple magnet you activate with a wish, but a sophisticated, multi-layered instrument that demands coherence. We found the failure lies not in the desire itself, but in the misalignment between the loud voice of the conscious mind, layer 1, and the deep, silent conditioning of the subconscious dial, layer 3. As long as your deepest sense of self is tuned to scarcity, the universe will faithfully deliver the corresponding signal. The Hermetic Master knows that the true work is to move beyond mere wanting and into a state of knowing. They don't try to change the song, they tune the instrument. Your homework, the start of your journey into true manifestation, is the work of precision tuning, initiating the vibrational audit to reveal your current frequency, and dedicating yourself to the tuning fork technique to force your entire system to resonate with the pure, high-speed frequency of your desired reality. The cosmos is not a silent, empty vacuum waiting for your prayers. It is a resonant symphony, and you are its primary instrument. It has waited for eons for you to find the correct note. The question is no longer, what do I attract? The only question that matters is, what frequency am I being right now? Commit to the work, tune your dial, and prepare to receive the harmonious reality that you are always meant to broadcast.